Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Ajay. Today we will discuss the 7 tips, the great tips in Excel, which can save your lot of time, and at the same time, these tips, if you know, they can enhance your productivity also in Excel. So let's have a look. Let's not waste the time. So first thing is that if you are somebody who wants to actually delete these rows one by one, who wants to actually delete the rows in one go, but this is how you following the procedure, which is that selecting the every row one by one and then deleting it. Well, that is not the right way to do it, especially uh, when you have a lot of rows in your data. So what you have to do, you just go here and select the entire data. You can use the control shift and the shortcut key, and then say control G, and in the control G, go to the special. You can even press S, alt S actually, which will take you to this window. Go to special and select blanks. The moment you select the blanks, you see that Excel has selected all the blanks. Now, the next thing which you have to do, you simply have to say control minus, right? When you say control minus, this is the pop-up which is going to show up. And here you simply have to say that I want to move all the cells up, right? So all the rows will be deleted. In simple one, this the useful trick. Okay. So let's go to the next one, where I'm interested actually in generating the serial numbers. So if I have to generate the serial numbers, maybe 1 to 100, 1 to 1000, generally what people actually do, they start writing here like 1, and then, they drag the formula and then you use the fifth series, or maybe you use the formula like +1. So there is another way of doing it. So you can simply use the Alt H and then Fi and then S. This is the option. This is the shortcut key you will get. Make sure you have selected the column, because we need the serial numbers in the downward direction. Stop value, whatever you say. For example, I say 100. And step value means the difference between each value when you go and start the counting from 1, right? So I'm going to keep this as 1 only, and I click OK. And you see that you have the serial numbers here, which is 1 to 100. Alt H and then Fi and then S. Okay. All right. The another thing which I have seen, that many people, when they work on the data entry job, they basically use the mouse, right? So I'm going to tell you a few of the shortcut keys which are very useful. For example, you have to go down, so you generally press enter, right? But what if you have to go upward? So you can use the shift enter as well. See, I'm pressing the shift enter and my cursor actually is going on in the upward direction. Okay. Same way, if you suppose you want to go to the left side of this, then you can use the shift tab as well, because if I press the tab takes me to the right side. But if I use shift tab, see, shift tab, this is going to take you in the backward direction. Okay. If you want to go and edit the cell, you can also go and simply say that, suppose I'm here and I want to edit this cell. So if I say control enter, I have pressed the control enter, and let's say I'm going to write something here. You see that the value is deleted, right? This is different from the F2, because if I have to edit using the F2, suppose I'm here in the operations and I say F2, you see, if I go and write something here, let's say I write here 837, my original value is not going to be deleted, right? But at the same time, when you use the control enter, suppose I say control enter and I go back here and I type in something, you see the previous value is deleted. Okay. So this way you can go and use these shortcut keys, shift tab, shift enter, enter, and then F2 and then control enter. Another thing which we want to discuss here is that, suppose sometimes what happens in your data, you want to specifically search a special character. Let's say, for example, you want to go and find out here the star. You see there is a star here, there is a star here, right? Now, if you go and simply say control F and you type in here star, and you try to select everything, if you try to click on the find next, it is going to take you to every value. Why? Because in Excel, star actually refers to the characters. And since these are all the characters, so what will happen, Excel will not be able to actually know that what specifically you are trying to find it out. So what you have to do is, you will simply put the tilde sign. Now, tilde sign is just before your this number key 1, okay, in your laptop. So you use this tilde and then put the star. And now if I click on the find next, you see it has taken me to this specific cell where I can see that there is a star. And then you can again press find next, and this is how you will be able to search on the specific whatever you will put here. Okay, so this is going to help you a lot in searching the symbols. So always use tilde sign. Okay. What is the tip number? What is the next tip? The tip is, now for example, you have to write here project 001, project 002, project 003, and project 004, right? Now, generally, if you type in here, for example, like this project 001, and you're going to go and enter this, you will be able to generate all these projects, in this way as well. But there's a shortcut key which you can do, especially when you have a long list. So you can also go and use the sequence function. Okay. For example, I'm just going to say that, first of all, let me tell you, this is a sequence function. Now, in the sequence function, you can tell the number of rows that you want. Suppose I want the 100 rows. Okay. If I simply go and press enter, you see I have the 100 serial numbers generated, right? In just a second, correct? Now, because we need the project IDs as well. So what you will do here, you will go and say that, okay, I will type in here the project. Whatever you want to type in here, the text value project. And then like this. And if you press enter, you see you have the project 1, project 2, project 3. But because we need the 001, so before the sequence function, we will go and say the text function, because text function opens the parameter which is called format text. So I will simply go and type in here 30 or 20. It depends how many digits you want. Now, since we need the 3 digits, okay, so I'm going to simply press enter and see that the project 001, and then the number of projects you can get this by using the sequence function. Okay. And the last thing is, this also works in the dates. Like, for example, I want to go and start from 2010, and I want to, let's say, maybe fill here 1000, 2000, 3000, the dates, the date entries, right? So instead of dragging it like this, what I can do is I can simply go and, first of all, write here the sequence function, which is this function, sequence function, and then you can type in here the number of rows that you want. Suppose I want the 100 dates here. So I will type in here this, and we don't need the column here, just skip start date. So this is the start date. So you just go and put the date here, whatever you want. For example, I say 2011, right? And that's it. So the moment you press enter, you see the formatting is not coming here. So what you can do is you can simply select this and say Control Shift and 3, and you will get the dates here. So this is another very useful shortcut if you ever want to convert the, the dates which are actually not stored, which are not looking like a date, but you want to go and show them the dates. So instead of using the format cell, you can also go and use the Control Shift 3. So I hope you have enjoyed these, the tips in Excel, and definitely this is going to improve your productivity. We also cover the other topics like Excel VBA, MS Access, Access VBA, SQL Server, Python, Power BI, DAX, Power Query, and a lot of topics I cover on this channel. And we cover these videos in English as well as Hindi. So stay tuned for more updates. Thank you so much.